question. What is peace for Lee Nadler? What's peace for you?
What is peace?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great question. Peace, I find peace every morning, which is the good news. So every morning I have a routine. I've been doing it for years, and then I've added to it actually since the beginning of COVID, and I love it. And again, maybe your viewers can take a piece of it, no pun intended. But so I created a meditation. I tried to meditate for years. I couldn't find a practice that worked for me, but I created one. It uses the acronym SHERPA, SHERPA. Can do it in under 5 minutes. I do it multiple times a day, but I always do it in the beginning of my day, before the phone goes on, and before coffee, which I covet. And it helps to provide me just a sense of peace, as you said, walking through the steps of Sherpa. It starts with S, which is shh, and H is here, which is to be here and be present. I do this with my eyes closed and I breathe through it. E is experience. So I actually experience what I'm feeling on my body. It usually helps me to sit up straighter as well, but again, makes me more present. R is realize, and realize for me is that perspective shift. And this is probably what gives me the most peace, but it's sometimes I take myself back to a moment in the tent at Everest when I was having trouble breathing and I was very fearful. And I realized, I calmed myself down and I realized that I could get through more than I realized, and that small problems, so to speak, are to be put in perspective, because in a life-threatening situation, you realize what's scary versus some of our annoyances. And then the P stands usually for purpose and positivity, but I like your additive of peace. So perhaps I'll work that into the practice as well. And then A is for action. I think of one action that I could take as I'm about to open my eyes that's going to help me move toward my purpose. And I open my eyes, and that little session right there gives me peace. And then I move on to journaling, which I do every morning, again, before the phone. This time I do have my coffee with that. And then I start my day.
Lee, I usually, I say thank you and that's it. But I want to ask one more thing, because I think you have tremendous knowledge to share with others. And I'm going to ask this, if you care to share. To do these kinds of things, I'm a certified yoga instructor. I'm an interfaith minister. You don't know a lot of the later things that I've been involved with, but the point in yoga is pranayama. It's all about the breathing. So. But what I am so happy that we're talking is that you have something that my daughter's husband keeps telling to me in the process of me trying to get healthier and losing weight and not running around so much. You have discipline. I'm going to use that word, okay? Tell me what you think about that, because, we have aspirations to do. And, this is a new year. We're talking the first couple of days of 2022. And the gyms might fill up and the food might not be as much in the refrigerator. We do things. How are you able to, you have a routine that I sense you're very disciplined or responsible to. How did you get that inside of you?
Yeah. Well, I think two things. One, I do think part of what I learned about discipline and kind of taking that step-by-step approach, I did learn from the Sherpa approach, and literally doing it on a mountain, for hours and hours each day, and sticking with it and recognizing that it's the next step. But I think probably more importantly, and I think you have to find, back to your question, like, does it bring you peace or joy, right? I look forward to that in the morning. Like that's my time. And the reason I say before the phone is because that's one of the only times during our crazy days where like this is my time to think and reflect and express. And it's so important to do that before whatever's coming in from the outside. And so I enjoy it. You know, to me, that's not a hardship. It's I'm grateful for that time. So I think the discipline, sometimes we do things that are hard and annoying, and you know, I'm like everybody else. I you know, don't eat all that I should, and you know, some days I exercise stronger than others, but I think when you find something that gives you back that positivity, you want to lean into that and make it a routine that doesn't get interrupted by the world.
Okay, fantastic. Give us the two web, give us the GoFundMe and then your blog and whatever else you want to share. Okay.
Yep. So the sherpapath.com is the blog, and the GoFundMe, I think we'll have to put in a URL because it has some crazy URL. But
Yeah.
if you go to GoFundMe, I guess, and it's karma-sherpa-family-home-destroyed is the URL. But GoFundMe.com, karma-sherpa-family-home-destroyed. And I hope we can raise some money to help Karma, and I'm sure it will bring you and your viewers good karma to do so.
I was thinking the same word to end it with. Yeah, beautiful guy, Lee. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Paul.